We'll be doing a chair shoulder mobilization and thoracic mobilization session. We'll sort of build that from the ground up as far as our stability goes and all of the foundations that we'll have in seated. And these are all really good things, say you're at a workplace or going to teach at a workplace. These are great things to focus on. And rather than kind of neglecting to teach all of the foundations, try to work on a way of offering them, as concisely and wholly as you can, and then kind of getting right to whatever it is that you're really after, which in this case is shoulders and some spinal extension in the upper back. So block between your knees, feet flat on the floor. You can, in this position, you can look down and you'll say this, straight across the front and straight between the midline. And as sure as you know it, there'll be this and this and this. So really emphasizing the positioning of the feet, because that has consequences all the way up into the hip. And now the hip is really important for stabilization. And then block between your inner thighs to activate the inner leg line. So that's turning on all that pelvic floor support. And then ground the big toe, broaden from inside edge to outside edge of the foot. And then let your toes sort of relax. And you'll know your seat is high enough if you have a slight downward slope to your thigh bones. And mostly, as best you can, sit up towards the front of the seat. So we're just kind of on the edge of it. And then bring your hands to your hip bones and balance the hip bones front to back. So in this chair position, you'll feel the sit bones, and you can roll to the front edge of them and roll to the back edge of them. And then through feeling that contact with the chair, find what a centered pelvis is. So you're there, neutral lumbar, so that same curve that's present on the ground, and then low belly is toned. You've let it go when the low back arches a lot and the belly releases. So this will be the foundation. Kirsten, bring your feet a little further out. So they were kind of back. Make sure the shins are straight up and down. Forward, forward. There, good. And then, so that action down will sort of lift you up out of your chair. And then even feel if the glutes are active, you'll notice slightly active glutes, not active glutes. Slightly active glutes, not active glutes. Go ahead and do it. Up and down. Find an active glute and sustain that as long as you can during this exercise sequence. And then let your arms hang down to your side. Relax at the tops of the shoulders. Gently pull the heads of the arm bones back to bring the palms to face forward. And take a big inhale in and then ramp the head. Feet grounded, palms facing forward. Connect to your rhythm. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, palms come out to the side and up overhead and end up facing each other overhead. And on an exhale, they come down. So main things that we're going for here is moving towards the back of the range of motion in the shoulder without losing the low rib activation and keeping the rib cage stacked right on top of the hip bones. Next time your arms are up overhead, keep them there. And on an inhale, reach up even more, like you were trying to reach for a hanging bar that was just a little too much out of your grip, but ground down through the feet as you reach up and keep the low ribs engaged back. So don't let the low ribs flare forward. Inhale big. Hold the inhale in. And then allow the exhale and let the arms fall. So just an effort to kind of create some space in the rib cage and in the underarm. Oftentimes a lot of the back pain is from never going into that overhead position. So just as gently as you can. Again, inhale, arms up. Breath coming to the back side of the heart. And inhale, reach up. And exhale, settle into your stacked frame. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, settle into your stacked frame. Good, and on an exhale with control, bring your arms back down to your side. Do some progressive thoracic rotation, so bring both hands to your chest. We'll start by keeping the head right at the center so you can really feel that thoracic movement is happening. So shoulders relax down, back is active, head stays at the center. Inhale, turn to your right, hip bones stay pointing forward. Pause for 1 second at the end of the rotation. Exhale, turn back to center. Pause for 1 second. And then go the other way. This is a good position if you can. Have contact with your skin and an awareness of the pause as a heartbeat. Take a resting breath in the center if you find you need it. Go ahead and release your hands down, back to center, shake the arms out. Now on an inhale, bring your right hand up, palm facing down, left thumb to your sternum. Look towards your right fingertips. On an inhale, rotate as far as you can just through the spine in the upper part. And on an exhale, come back. And this is your little flow. Inhale, pause for a second or a heartbeat. Exhale, come back to starting position on an exhale and a pause or a heartbeat. Check in with your feet and hips. They'll tell you if you're overextending your turn. Good. Both arms up overhead. Next time you're at the starting position, exhale, switch to the other side. Good. If you need to shake your arms out and release, you can. Otherwise, get a little extra effort on this short practice. Notice your eyes, and if you can focus them on the tips of the first finger. And back to center, both arms up overhead. Keep the low ribs tucked, reach, ground through the sit bones, check in with the low belly and the balanced pelvis. And like you're dropping a zip line, let the arms come down and swing, then alternately bend the elbow. So both arms swing back, elbows swing back. Just letting the shoulder socket be really soft. Having a lot of ease in this motion. Okay. Next time your arms bend and come down, stop your effort to swing and let them come to a stop. Rotate the palms up and bring the arms up so there's a soft bend at the elbow and the palms are facing up. We'll rotate first looking to the right. I call this one the armpit sniff. So you're taking your right thumb forward and your left thumb forward and rotating it back and turning the neck as much as you can and then going right to the other side. Hopefully Kelsey did like that better than I spoke it. Good, so you're rotating to the edge of the smaller muscles of the shoulders capacity, but not pressing on them. Good. Next time you go to the left, move into center, bring the arms up overhead, reach. Ground the low ribs, inhale, reach and fill. Pause with the inhale in. Exhale, release and swing. Good. Okay, going with the swing. Next time it's up, come all the way up. Right hand goes back, head stays towards the center, left hand comes forward. Keep going and continuing around. Good. If you get off track, both hands up overhead, right hand back, left hand forward. They're meeting at the bottom and the top. Your brain will be like, what? And just come back to the start and go right back, left forward, and continue that. Good. Both arms up overhead again. Reach, tuck the low ribs, inhale, fill, hold. Release the arms down, shake them out. Okay, don't worry, there's another side. Inhale, follow the inhale and bring the arms up. Broaden through the palms, lengthen the arms in two directions. Left arm back, right arm forward. And you're just kind of letting your hands spin in a way that's really natural. Good. If you get off track, come back to the top. Go with me. Slow, right hand forward, left hand back. Slow, keep going. Don't stop, don't stop, keep going. You made it the bottom. Keep going, keep going. Woo! Good. If you've really got the pattern, pick up the pace. Stop. Go. Good. Both arms overhead. Inhale, fill. Reach. Hold the inhale in. Let the arms drop. Good. We'll take a brief back bend. So coming back, don't scoot yourself back, but place the chair in the back right at your, just below your scapula. And then hold your hands in your head, like a day at the beach, and keep the low ribs contained. See if you can get some extension in the thoracic and a stretch in the chest. Hold the head with the hands. Good. Deep inhale in, fill the rib cage a lot. Hold the inhale in. Exhale, soften, and then lift your head up with your hands and come all the way back up to seated. Okay, that's our chair mobility practice. Put it to you, didn't I? Good. Okay, so again, this is good for any time, long work days, long hours at the computer, to re-energize and counterpose the forward action of the computer.